Alright, 2-drop, surveil, 3 lands, removal. Seems about the best you could ever ask for. It's not always super exciting running Lazav out into an empty board. This is the biggest problem with Lazav. Is though he's amazing. He's a mana sink, and as Dimir, you run so few creatures. Oh god. Let's not start with this shit. I'm gonna wait. I don't have a million surveil triggers, and I want my Darkblade Agent to get me some value. Could run it out here. Just surveil 1 would be okay, but what am I going to put in the bottom? I'm not putting a land in the bottom, and presumably any good card is good enough, so... Awkward. A lot of things available this turn. I like just the really slow, really grindy play here. So we bounce the 3-1. Argument for playing the Guild Gate this turn too. I get Artful Takedown next turn. Hopefully we draw the card. And we run out Lazav. Seems fine. I'd like an untapped land, but I don't want it enough to bin a creature that blocks versus Boros. Centipede has nice synergy with Lazav too. I think it's just Centipede here. Although he can make it awkward for me by tapping Lazav. Could just kill the Guild Mage. He wants to spend his whole turn tapping for 3 damage. I think I'm okay with that. I guess the punish here is Sky Knight Legionnaire, right? That's the punish. Although I almost want to see that happen right now. So he deliberately trades off the instructor, gets the mentor token. I'm happy to trade Centipede for Lazav. And then I get to Artful take down the Legionnaire. That seems fine. Lazav's not a tempo creature. He's a 2-mana dude. 2-mana 1/3 is fine. I guess you could just mentor onto the... I wasn't really expecting that attack, but sure. So we are going to want to double block here, because what this says is he has a trick and he's going to protect something. I don't want to let the 3-1 mentor go again. Oh, okay, I'm apparently just wrong. That said to me that he had that fucking trick. It's a weird attack. Maybe he thought I'd value my 2-3 higher. Yeah, I do value it. It's a draw engine, but I get a pretty good hand. And I can be that. Could Motion Rain, attack. Kind of like developing a creature. Guess I'm attacking. I could do that anyways. This is a pretty unthreatening board. Alright, let's draw first. I mean, I'm going to pay 6 mana to draw 2 cards and allow him to block me for 1. It's not super exciting. I guess I've already made the transition then. Both of those are good enough. Yeah, the +1/+1 tokens stay. So I get half of his card. I get to draw, invest my mana into Lazov. It is a 3/4 now. It can be collared. But he's at 3 mana, no threats on the board. I'm at 18 life when I just did 2 of the own damage. And I saturated my mana fully there. So we'll see. See what his turn's going to be. Ever drafted a Memnonic Betrayal? No, I'm not. Looks very bad. Okay. It's a weird play. Weird to think about. I mean, I guess these would get awkward mana distribution. That makes more sense. Okay. That's 6 mana. Dowser seems okay. Watcher seems okay. Don't mind Disinformation Campaign. It's all spells over there, so it's just sweet. With 1 more mana, that'd be a lot less awkward. Like if I play Disinformation Campaign onto this board, it's Child of Night plus Artful Takedown. Don't have a lot of tempo-based removal. Bodyguard represents a pretty big threat. Probably gonna have to take it down. If I'm doing that, the best way to saturate mana is Child of Night. Do I want to get him for 3? I give a fuck about getting him for 3. Maybe I do. Not super excited by this play. I'm actually happy to trade Child of Night for the 1/1 right now, I think. You know, maybe the attack was just not to do any damage there since he'll lifelink back half that anyways. But I wanted that Wojak Bodyguard done. I don't want to be penalized by a trick. I'm not so important about tapping a 1/1 down when I'm at 18 life. I don't want him mentoring. So, a little bit tricky. A lot of options there. My god, alright. Let's hope a Watcher in the Mist gets there. Alright, Vapors is 100% coming in next game. Well, that's kind of brutal. So he played 4 creatures this turn and stole my Lazov. Not a bad pickup. Saturates my mana nicely. I would like to Disinformation Campaign here, but it's a lot of life-linking power on the board. I could run Dowser. It's basically the same if he attacks with everything. He might just hit me with Healer's Hawks. It doesn't really change much, because then the next turn is still waiting on Disinformation Campaign. Maybe. Might be good enough to do that. Let me still get some value out of Disinformation Campaign, plus my only source of Surveil. Just been painful getting it out of my hand. Sure. Take a little bit of extra damage this way. Maybe get the extra little bit of value. Inescapable Blaze. Feels not too bad. Fuck is he keeping? Then he's throwing out Inescapable Blaze. Sure Strike probably. For that Rebel Belt boar. Just a creature.
Our modest fellowship expands.
Another hawk. All right.
Praise the sub.
Jankovic. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the channel. That seems like a good one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9 to play that. I think I'm on the Dowser of Light plan first. All right. So we're both top decking. My board is massively bigger than his board. This card can't be blocked by more than one creature, so it seems like a pretty good thing to throw out this turn. And get in with the Watcher. Get in with the Child at Night too if we wanted, but I think the Watcher is fine. Know about his Inescapable Blaze now. It's good. It's kind of annoying. Guess he's gonna try to flood around us here. Why not the Lifelinker? Because I'm at 14 and I don't want to throw the creature away. Gives him... Gang blocks it with like a bazillion. I don't know. This doesn't seem very good. Draw first. Perfect. Go to combat. That's right. Can't gang block it, friend. Worm, meat boar. No? Meat soldier token? Meat face? Meat face. Alright. No. Fuck. Alright. God damn. Do we have all of our lands? 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 of 17. It's like, look for answers in this deck. Like, what does it do? Maybe I do attack with the Dowser to the Child right now. I think I might. Now that I have the things picked off. Draw again first. What option do I have? No, this is a play. I could play Disinformation Campaign next turn if I need to. Might have been right the first time to do this, but I had a much more stable board state before. Alright, take 14 from that. Or go to 14 from that. Kill one of his blockers, seems good. Okay. Constructed limited draft rules the same Magic Online, paper, and DCI sanctioned tournaments. No, I think you're timed. Like you have limited amount of time on your draft picks, so it's slightly different. So we definitely want to bring in Enchantment Hate. Since we see 2 really annoying enchantments, this is getting ridiculous. I will play this out. Presumably it's just land, but I don't care. Like I need to get this shit out of my hand. Our rule is the same. Yeah, you pick. Yes, the drafting is basically the same. I mean, you're drafting against players, not bots. This is bots for now. It will be eventually updated to players. All right, so we're gonna win that with the double Dowser, double Vigor Spore Worm, with 1,000,000 tokens over there. We didn't see a whole lot of mentoring, but we saw every single one of his guys is vulnerable to Vapors, so we're gonna be pretty excited about Vapors. Is a Wall of Mist any good? No, I need something with toughness, or power rather, to kill stuff. Crushing Canopy was very good versus him. Thought Erasure might not be exciting, especially if I top deck it. Doesn't look like he's playing a lot of cards in his hand. And Bats looks pretty bad too, although having any blocker for creatures is relevant. And actually having it in the graveyard activates the Zav a little bit. Shot of Night, not super great in this matchup either, but still a body, and I need early bodies, so what other card out? You know what? Surprisingly, Disinformation Campaign was not particularly good there. Still a recurring source of card advantage for us, so I don't think I'm cutting it. Foragers may be good enough. I mean, Dowser didn't seem any different than Foragers, except Foragers heals me. It seems okay. Maybe a little bit less consistent with Foragers. That might be an issue. Healing does seem like it'd be relevant. The Worms did a lot of work versus him with that many chump blockers. I gotta kill him somehow, so. Let's just run that. Drafting other people is going to be slow. It's not that slow. You're given a very limited amount of time for each pick, like 1.5 minutes to start with, and it gets shorter across. I mean, if I'm just taking away my MTGO stuff. Okay, unfortunately we can't keep this hand. We don't have any lands, so we're going to be forced to mull. Well, we got 2 of the same cards that were in our hand, 4 lands and nothing, no creatures. This is really rough. We're gonna keep this. The dead weight is what keeps this, makes this playable. But that's pretty unexciting. You want to see some early creatures here. He scribed one as well. It's good. Maybe he doesn't have perfect curve, although his curve looks very low to the ground, so it's probably a little bit more reasonable for him. Oh, come on. Scry one, put one on the fucking bottom, get another one. Alright, well, good game. Tempo-wise means I have to deal with this one now. So I have to be able to counter next turn, since I have no other plays. It's really too bad. Why would he run out the 2/2 first? Another land. You can cast every spell in his deck except Inescapable Blaze at 4 mana, so I'm not quite sure what's going on over here. Yeah, sure, it doesn't matter what spell he played, it's going to be countered for tempo. Definitely don't want that. Shot of Knight's okay. Actually works out for my mana too. Client giving away my combat trick here kind of sucks. Or maybe he's just trying to get the mentor token, not sure. Alright, checks twice here. So unfortunately I can't kill that, but I can make this not be able to do anything with it. So I can avoid the mentor on there. Oh my god. Alright, let's get rid of those. Block here to gain the life and also not to put the shade at risk to his combat trick. So it looks like he does have a combat trick. Hopefully it's not Sure Strike. It's fucking Sure Strike. Okay. There's a world in which I draw one of my draw cards. It's a world in which I top deck my 1 mana, my Mephetic Vapors too. Arm's pretty good. I think I'm willing to trade Dowser for double Blade Instructor right now, which I think is the attack that I make if I go for a 5/6 in attack. Seems fine. It's not super exciting for me if he accepts that trade, but it is a 2-for-1 in my favor, and we'll take anything we can get after this shit. Bonding my Vegaspore. Okay. Every draw step we get is good. I'm playing out land because of both Notion Rain and Chemist's Insight, which means I may want to I might want to play out 2 lands in a turn. I will draw lands 40% of the time, chat. So it's not uncommon to see a couple. Just wish we hadn't seen quite as many as early as we did. Vapors is just like a massive blowout here. Thanks. Seems like I don't want that one. I'll take that one. into the conceit. I like it.